Hey everyone, Minleaf here, YouTube's most skilled issue gamer. Welcome to Arknights Operation Originium Dust rerun stages showcase. Let's begin with some of the normal stages. Let's start first with OD-1 field records. This stage is super simple. All we need is, let's actually do it on practice mode, Lava, Ansel, Cruz, Beagle, Norcorn, Fang, and Vanilla. This stage was super easy. I'm just going to preface this by saying the entire problem with Originium Dust and all its bullshit mechanics is simply because there's just so many enemies, it's easy to get overwhelmed. Also the sandstorm, which I'll explain later. Anyway, let's do it. I'm just going to deploy my Fang. Then I'm going to deploy Vanilla here. So first and foremost, you can see that over here, there's a sandstorm coming from the left. So now the sandstorm can come from many directions, and when your operators are in the sandstorm, they will take damage, and then if you retreat them, the redeployment time will be increased. I'm going to deploy Cruise here. The sandstorm, these barriers will protect your operators from the sandstorm to prevent all the nasty effects I just said. However, over time, the sandstorm will destroy the these barricades. They're called dirt mounts, but you can use this to fortify them and then prevent them from taking damage. So anyways, you can see this is my formation. Don't have to worry about the order of deployment because on this stage there are no ranged enemies. Okay, gonna get some wonderful okay. Also, as you can see, some DP. So as you can see, another thing, a mechanic of this event is when the enemies die, they will spawn all these annoying little enemies that will take up a lot of your block count. They don't do a lot of damage and they're not very tanky, but they will take up your block count, which can be quite dangerous. Anyways, you saw I deployed Beagle and swap out Fang for Norcorn. Like I said, don't have to worry about deployment order because there are no ranged enemies. So now that after this I can basically AFK. So again, first, again the mechanics. First, there's a sandstorm coming from many directions, and if your operators are in the sandstorm, they will take, we're gonna activate Lava skill to clear this crowd. If your operators are in a sandstorm, they will take DOT damage. Enemies will have special effects against them, and they will also redeployment time will be increased. But you can use these sand mounts to protect your operators, and then reinforce the sand mounts to stop them from losing damage. I mean from losing HP. Enemies in the sandstorm will either have extra effects, but they will also be slowed. Yeah, so that's it for the main mechanics, and also that's it for OD-1. Alright guys, time for OD-2. Defensive range expansion, and all I can say is that the team you can use here is the exact same as OD-1 if you saw it. Lava, Ansel, Cruz, Beagle, Norcorn, Fang, and Vanilla. Yeah, so this team is super, though this level is also super easy. You only have one blue point to defend. So what I'm gonna do is just start immediately deploying my vanguards for DP. So as you can see, the sandstorm is coming from the left this time, which means I need to start reinforcing a few of these sand mounts. Okay, so here one. I'm also gonna deploy my Cruise down close. Another one here. Something you'll notice later on is that some of these the sandstorms can actually change direction halfway through the game, and that also shocked me the first time I saw it. Anyway, there you go. And then I'm gonna deploy my Ansel. Actually, I can deploy Ansel on this tile instead, facing down. Get some more DP, and then deploy a defender here. And once I have enough DP, just replace Fang with Norcorn. And that's basically it. For now, the enemies aren't too difficult, but later on when you start seeing them spawn all their annoying little yeah, also, I don't know if I was talking about the sandstorm earlier, but another annoying mechanic is that these enemies will drop all of these. When they die, they will spawn all these annoying little enemies, kind of like the enemies from the, I think the Nian event. Yeah, the Nian event when was it the Ling event? I think it's the Ling event, sorry. The Ling event where the enemies die and then they will drop all their stupid little pots and knives and stupid cups and whatnot. And those enemies can only be defeated by number of hits, not damage. So kind of similar to that, but thankfully these enemies are a lot easier to handle. You can definitely bring in someone like Ethan S1 to deal with them. But otherwise, see, also you can see the enemies are slowed in the sandstorm.
Your words are mine. You shall not pass.
Okay, so anyway, Fang is already ready for the redeployment. So what I can do is that in case enemies start to leak and you see a lot of enemies are incoming, I can just deploy Fang behind Vanilla as well. Okay, let me activate the lava here. If you have a chain caster, even better actually. Chain caster instead of cruise maybe, or extra chain caster here facing down. But otherwise, these enemies are not too difficult to take out. Okay, so this enemy. Okay, good. Yeah, maybe a chain caster would be even better there on that position.
Our objective as planned.
So yeah, anyway, that is it for OD-2. Alright, time to clear OD-3, Safe House Battle. So on this stage, I'm just going to be using this team: Fang, Vanilla, Beagle, Ansel, Hibiscus, Paprika, Midnight, and Lava. I think, if I remember correctly, this stage also introduces another mechanic for the event, which is it? Yes, this one.
Show me your
Originium, High Energy Originium Bomb. Basically what happens is that they'll deal 100% attack as true damage, which is 4000 true damage, and it will instantly destroy the dirt mounts, including dirt mounts that have been reinforced. And they don't block, so they can only be targeted by ranged attacks, and no defense, no resistance, so they only have 2000 HP. They'll basically take true damage. Anyway, first thing first, I'm gonna drop down on High Energy Originium Bomb here. After this,
In position.
drop down my Fang. As you can see, we don't have any reinforcement devices, so our operators eventually will be exposed to the sandstorm and they will take damage. That will happen. Thankfully, we have some reinforcement, which is we have Ash, and we also have Frost, the Rainbow Six operators. Ash is the one that's actually more useful, honestly. And they're only Elite 1 level 25, so Ash has 341 attack and Frost has 365. So it's perfectly fine. Frost will be safe because they are like 3 pillars. Anyway, this one I can stop her skill. I'm gonna deploy the Vanguards, then deploy Midnight. So as you can tell, this is going to be a very classic Midnight and Paprika combo that I like to use. I think you guys noticed it. These two 3-stars are seriously good, man. It's like seriously. Okay, I'm going to retreat Vanilla and put Paprika at the front. Retreat Fang and put in Beagle here. Throw in Ansel and throw in Hibiscus, and then hold on to the bomb. Just gonna use Ash's skill again. Ash's S2, and then that's it. Stop it. I need to remember that I can always I guess I'm gonna deploy another bomb here. I can always deploy more traps from Frost to deal damage, though it's not a lot of damage though. 130% attack is kind of lame for someone with 365 attack. It's really lame though. Okay, as you see, a lot of enemies are swarming in. I'm actually going to activate Lava skill first. I'm actually going to activate my operator skill, including Midnight as well. Okay, and also once Lava ends, we will use Ash's skill so she can start gunning down all the enemies. So a lot of enemies incoming. It's okay. Take things calm and slow. Slow and easy. As soon as all the enemies are showing up, boom once. And then boom twice. Why? To take care of both the enemies and then whatever they spawn. Also, this energy bomb is actually going to get wrecked. Whatever, just activate it first. And they're already at the last enemy, so... Wow, Ash's damage is kind of ass at low levels. Like, seriously, it's so weak. I mean, then again, what can I expect? Okay, Lava. And then actually Paprika. And then that's basically it for this stage. Yeah, so this stage is about you actually using the bombs more than your operators, because you see the bombs really cleared out like so many enemies. Just remember that you need to clear 2 times, okay? You need to clear both the enemy base form and the stupid little shit they spawn. Anyway, that's it for OD-3. Alright, time to clear OD-4. This stage is a little bit tricky, especially for newer players, because they introduced this very, very scary enemy called the Originium. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it does. So Fang, Vanilla, Cruz, Lava, Hibiscus, Ansel, and Pinecone, a 4-star, Paprika, and Beagle. That's the team I was able to use. What basically happens is that... Okay, look at this stage. So first and foremost, most important thing is I need to reinforce this one here, this dirt mount here. and this dirt mound here, so that because if they destroy, the enemies can directly go from this box down to the blue box, which I don't want. Anyway, deploy my vanguards first. Double vanguards as usual to start gaining a lot of DP early on. Again, this, same thing as usual. This stage, I don't have to worry about the order of a deployment because there are no range enemies. So cruise, holding on, and now pinecone down, facing down. Okay, now I need to start reinforcing all these blocks. Most important is this one and this one. Okay, this one, this one, and then one more over here to keep my operator safe from the sandstorm. Okay, I'm gonna now save up for DP for lava. Get some DP as well, lava. Now I need to deploy two medics because they really do take up that much healing. Okay, two medics facing one facing right, one facing up. And as soon as Vanilla has activated a skill, gonna swap her out for Popoka front lines, and swap out Fang for Beagle to prevent any leaks at the back. Okay, so you see this guy, Origin Newton. These guys have ridiculous stats. Like seriously, I think the defense is like 1,000. No, 2,000 defense. 2,000 defense. And I think 80 resistance. So it's basically Patriot, but annoying, but in this ugly form. The thing is, they only have 4,000 HP, thankfully. So, but you see how much damage they do? They do arts damage. I think they do about 1,000 attack as well. So 1,000 attack, 2,000 defense, 80 resistance. These guys are like super tanky, seriously. But otherwise, there's nothing major. You just have to make sure they don't. Make sure you have enough healing and make sure your front line is tanky enough. Okay, so the enemies are incoming. Again, nothing major right now. Thankfully, they don't drop anything, I believe. Yeah, they don't drop anything. Also, by the way, guys, in case you probably haven't noticed, but you can actually silence the enemies. Yeah, you can actually, if you have Flatland, if you have Blitz, remember Blitz the operator. If you have Blitz, if you have Flatland, I'm gonna activate skill, activate Pinecone as well. Just blast, blast, blast. If you have Blitz, you have Lapland, you have Jaye S1, you can silence enemies and they won't drop the little like spawns. Okay, you can silence their spawning skills. But anyway, that's it for OD-4. Alright, time to clear OD-5. I was already on it. Supply recovery plan. This is the team that I was... Oops. Practice. This is the team that I was able to use. Fang, Vanilla, Lava, Pinecone, Perfumer, so 2 4-stars this time. Ansel, Paprika, Midnight, Cruise, Catapult, Beagle, and Cardigan. Cardi B. So, this one's a little bit difficult, and but it also shows one of the more important enemies. Also, okay, you guys notice we have no repair devices. We have, but all the dirt mounts have been reinforced for us. Anyway. First, I'm going to deploy my 2 vanguards again, as usual, to gain DP. Okay. There one here, one here. I have a specific reason for putting them on this position. So anyway, once we're done, deploy Popoka here, facing up. Deploy Midnight, facing down. So they will hold the line for a while. Okay, I'm going to deploy Cruise on this tile, facing right. After that, I need to start saving enough DP for Pinecone on this tile. So, give me a moment, Pinecone. What's up, Pinecone? Here, facing up. Okay, so after that, I'm going to deploy my... Actually, I forgot which direction. I think Perfumer facing down. Yeah, facing down. Then use Pinecone to shoot. Don't worry, Fang, it should be tanky enough. And also because Perfumer's passive healing. Okay, next, Catapult facing down. I'm going to retreat Vanilla. And I'm going to deploy Lava here, facing left. Okay, so these dirt mounts crumble. Okay, see, Red Monk Eradicator, they're invisible and they only perform range attacks against friendly units caught inside the sandstorm. So if you deploy any of your units in the sandstorm, this guy will shoot really hard. He does 1,500 damage, I believe. Yeah, 1,500. Okay, retreat Fang and deploy Ansel here. for bonus healing, for extra healing. So yeah, but thankfully when they are blocked, they actually don't do 1500 damage. You know how much they do? They only do 30% of 1500, which is let me get my calculator actually. But yeah, this team should be enough. Basically, a lot of splash damage. Again, if you have chain casters like Pudding, Leizi, Passenger even, or what's his name? Oh yeah, what's the name? Ash Genie, that works too. If you have someone stronger like Shirayuki, which I will use later on, also works. Anyway, 1500 times 30% is about 450 physical. Okay, so they do physical damage, not too bad. Anyway, slow things down because all the enemies are incoming. Activate all the skills, because if not, these enemies do a lot. Like I said, they do 1000 melee arts damage. Okay, Pinecone. This one, honestly, I could have actually deployed the Originium bombs early to get them ready. But yeah, just do that, I guess. You can deploy them early, or you can just choose not to use the Originium bombs like me. But again, my units are all max level. Anyway, just keep gunning this guy down slowly. The bombs do 4000 true damage. I think they have 8000 health, if I remember correctly. No, they have 4000. Yeah, so the normal versions have 4000. The elite versions we'll see in the EX stages all have 8000 health, but that's it for OD-5. Also, wait, before I end, as you saw, I brought in both Beagle and Cardigan. Those are like insurance, just in case Popaka and Midnight dies, you can swap them in. Alright, time to go and clear OD-6, Battle of the Lord's Manor. This is the team, keep pressing the wrong one, team I'm going to be using. Myrtle, Scavenger, Moina, Lava, Shirayuki, Mei, and Perfumer. So a lot of 4-stars and also 6-star Moina. But Moina actually has just one very specific purpose, as I'll show later. Anyway, okay, this is the stage I was talking about earlier, in one of my early stages, that this is where the wind will actually change direction. So first it's coming from the top, never mind. Let's go ahead and drop down Myrtle. Let's drop down Scavenger. Okay, get some DP.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Next, I'm gonna get ready to... Okay, most important, this one must be repaired because otherwise enemies will just go directly here. Okay, next, Shirayuki on this tile facing down. After that, Scavenger. Mei on this tile. Okay, time to start repairing these 3 dirt mounds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, DP. Okay. Okay, now for Perfumer facing up. And then, after this, enough DP. Lava facing left. Okay, now just keep getting DP. Reinforce this block. Okay. Now you'll see something very magical. First I need to reinforce this block here, and then this block here. This block will be fine because you see there are 2 dirt mounts and they will be able to last until the end. Okay, this guy, the red mark infiltrator, what happens? When you hit him for the first time, he will make a mirage image, he'll make like a double, and then when this double is still active, this double will also do damage, by the way. This double, while this double is active, he cannot be blocked, and I think he has movement speed bonus, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just immediately activate Lava skill to clear. See this thing? While this thing is active, he cannot be blocked. Anyway, time to retreat Myrtle. Moina here facing down. So quite dangerous if... See, or they even tell you right here. When receiving damage for the first time, create a mirage. When the mirage exists, cannot be blocked, and he has minus taunt. He will also gain dodge when he's in a sandstorm. So over here, there's no sandstorm, thankfully. Okay, so that earlier I was using Lava skill. Now I'm going to use Shirayuki skill, alternate, so they can cover their weakness. Okay. So as soon as he's in range, Shirayuki, go. Thankfully, these guys have like only very low physical damage. They have 300 damage. So see, he's not even doing that much damage to someone like Lava. And then he got wrecked. Or he's going to get wrecked soon. Okay, yeah, as soon as he went into Mei's range, he got wrecked. Okay, last battle. These are the last 2. There are 4 in total. 1, 2, and then 2 and 1 more wave at the same time. That's why I have Moina, because otherwise, these guys there'll be too many enemies, and even if you have AoE operators, they will not be able to focus the damage. Of course, again, if you want, you can bring in the chain casters, you can You can bring in chain casters, more AoE casters, more AoE snipers. You can bring in catapults for damage. You can bring in, W if you have W, or someone else. Or you could just use someone who can dispel with a lot of AoE damage like Moina, Silver Ash. Who else again? Yeah, I don't know who else. Anyway, that's it for OD-6. Alright, let's clear OD-7, Bunker Defense Line. This is the team I'm going to be using. Thorns, Lava, Shiryuki, Perfumer, Scavenger, Korra, and Beagle. Super simple. As you can tell, Thorns is going to be the core of all this. He's just going to wreck everyone. Okay, let's start off with Scavenger, facing up. I'm doing this on purpose because I don't want Scavenger to kill any of these spiders yet. Okay, so after this, let's go Tony.
Everyone, enemies incoming.
Okay, gain DP. Tony. Okay, there are 3 of these little bugs. Next, I'm going to deploy Korra. After this, we're going to save up some DP for... Okay, activate Thorns. DP for Shiryuki on this tile. And also need to reinforce this block here, because otherwise if this block breaks, enemies will leak and go through here, as you can tell. Okay, next Lava here.
Come on.
Lava on this tile. Don't have to worry too soon yet, because there's like an extra buffer on these tiles, on these rows I should say. As you can see, the storm is coming from the right. Okay, last one to block Beagle on this tile. And then that's basically it. Okay, now to repair these tiles to make sure they're safe, activate Thorn skill. That's game over. Okay, activate Scavenger, then retreat her. That's basically it. After that, I could just, I guess if you're the type who wants to play it really safe, you could just deploy another defender except in front of Korra here. I will probably just redeploy my Scavenger, same thing. As you can see, there's a lot of powerful AoE here, so no need to worry. Also, this is a new enemy, the Mutant Giant Rock Spider. Sorry, Mutant Giant Rock Spider. As you can see, every now and then it will deploy one of these small enemies, and it will use a ranged physical attack. Yeah, physical. I was gonna say art, but I remember it's physical. Most of the enemy attacks are all physical, except for that, the Origin Mutant you saw there. That one uses arts damage. Super annoying. Also, again, if you have Lapland, you have Jaye, you can use them for the silence, or Blitz, because Blitz is the Originium Dust operator. Blitz with his silence. Nien, S2, I believe. I don't have Nien, so it's probably S2. Anyway, that's about it. See. Yeah, this stage also not super difficult. Just maybe if you forget to reinforce this block, you will leak, and then that's basically game over. Okay, that's it for OD-7. Super easy. Alright, time to clear OD-8 Infiltration Battle. Let me tell you, this stage is difficult. No wonder when it first came out, people were complaining about OD-8 because this stage is seriously annoying as hell. So for this, I think I'll probably leave a warning at the start of the video. This is going to be a high-end clear, very high-end here, as you can see. I'm going to be using Flight Pipe Startup, Texas, Thorns, Moina, Mountain, Shu, Reed, the Flame Shadow, Cardigan, and Beagle. For insurance, I could also bring in fast redeploys like Gravel or Project Red, but I'm not going to. Anyway, also I'm not going to be using the bombs. Okay, immediately. Myrtle. Texas. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this boss called the Essence of Evolution. Let's slow it down a bit. So what happens is that this boss first phase, as you can you see this little like crescent ripple on the left side? This means that the boss will take less damage from the left side, 80% less damage. Also, the boss will alternate between spawning a few annoying enemies. Also, Thorns on this side facing right. So as you can see, he's alternating between spawning this simple enemy, super non-threatening, very easy to defeat. Also, Reed alter here on this tile facing up. So this is phase 1. So phase 2 happens when the boss either falls below 60% HP or 100 seconds have passed. Okay, so 60% HP or 100 seconds. Let me look it up right now. Well, actually, let me make sure I don't delay too much. Okay, next I'm gonna deploy. Okay, timing for, at least for me, my timing for read alter, as soon as her skill's ready, just gonna use it.
We're counting on you again.
Okay, I'm gonna deploy Shu on this tile, facing any direction. Again, not important. Moina on this tile, facing up. I'm not gonna be using any of the bombs. You see, the boss will take reduced damage from the left side. Okay, I'm just gonna activate Shu skill to start sewing all the tiles. Super easy. Okay. Okay, gonna explode again. Boom. Also, as you can see, the boss. So if my numbers are correct, every 32 seconds the boss will start charging for 7 seconds. Also, deploy 2 defenders here to prevent leaks. Okay, you see that the boss just transformed into phase 2. Phase 2 is kind of like phase 1, but instead of taking reduced damage from the left, he will take reduced damage from the right. Also, I need to deploy my mountain. Almost forgot. Okay. The timing for my Moina skill is when you see this thing called the tumor. Number 1. Okay, first tumor. Second tumor. Okay, third tumor. As soon as it enters Moina's like this, the range at the end here, activate. These tumors are really annoying because they will slow down the attack speed of your operator if they are being blocked by a lot. I'm serious, it's a lot. Okay, the boss just entered its third and final phase. The boss will enter the third phase after 120 seconds from the second phase or at 20% HP. But then, okay, the most annoying thing is that in phase 3, the boss will take 99% less damage from physical and arts, meaning you need true damage. Maybe you are someone who has calcit, maybe you have, NTR, but I don't think NTR works because NTR you cannot spawn on here. So, calcit, any other true damage maybe, but at the same time, it will keep losing HP over time, 100%. Okay, now I slow things down because I want to cycle my skill between Moina. So after Moina is done, I'm gonna activate my read alter and then she's gonna boom everyone. Kaboom. You see this? Amazing. Also, activate healing on this side. Like I said, Beagle is here as insurance just in case someone leaks through Texas and leaks through Moina or skill. But otherwise, you can see the skill cycling should be just fine. Now there shouldn't be any trouble at all. And then Essence of Evolution should just explode and die. And then that's basically it. Okay, you see? That was a good demonstration. You saw what happened here on Mountain. He slowed down for like a lot. Okay, so as you see, leaking as well. Again, Beagle is just in case leaking. Okay, as soon as this crab is in Moina's range, I'm just gonna deploy. Just gonna use his skill. I'm just gonna deploy my bagpipe. Technically, I don't have to deploy my bagpipe, but I just want to speed things up. See? Okay, bagpipe is done. Defeat. And that's basically it. So this boss is very annoying because first and foremost, it does true damage. Okay, so you saw the pulse earlier, right? So phase 1 and phase 2, it will release the pulse every 32 seconds. After 32 seconds, it will charge for 7 seconds. Okay, so 7 seconds, it will charge and then it will explode, dealing true damage. 600 true damage, I think, and then 900 true damage on EX stages. And then in phase 3, it will have no cooldown. That means every 7 seconds, it will explode. Oh, that almost leaked right there. You see that? It almost leaked at the end there, but thankfully it didn't leak. I'm not gonna save this. I already have a much more reliable setup. But yeah, that's it for OD-8. Before I finish this video, let me just again, because usually when I explain in the game, it's quite difficult. Okay, so first and foremost, unable to move, will evolve after a certain duration or when HP falls below a certain threshold, will create either these excrescence or the tumor. Why is the tumor difficult? Because the tumor will reduce blocker attack speed. Very annoying and super dangerous. Honestly, those things are actually scarier than the essence of evolution. Okay, let's quickly go to first form. Reduce damage physical and arts from the left, then in the second form from the right instead. Okay, how much is the number exactly? The number is if I looking at the wiki, it is 80%, I believe. Yeah, 80% reduce damage from the left and then from the right. So how do you know from the first phase to the second phase? The time is 100 seconds or again fall below 60%. Okay, And also the cooldown for the shockwave is much lower. Now it's only 15 seconds instead of 32 seconds. Okay, next, the third phase, you guys see, takes greatly reduced physical and arts damage but loses HP per second. So as I said earlier, it will have 99% damage reduction, but it will lose 300 HP per second. Okay, the shockwave now deals even more damage and no cooldown. So every 7 seconds it will explode. And it will also either spawn 3 or 1 of those annoying tumors every second. So some stupid RNG again. But yeah. Oh no, sorry, it was 100 seconds as well. Or it falls below 20% from the second form. So yeah, this is the boss. That's why OD-8 was so difficult for many people. Thankfully now I've broken units like Reed, Alter, and Moina, so no need to worry. Anyway, that's it for all of the stages for Originium Dust normal mode. See you guys for the EX stages. Bye bye.